Okay, and finally, guys, golf. Yeah, Europe is still celebrating. America, I think, is recovering a bit. But then here at home, the Smart Boys are still swinging strong, guys. Yeah,
No,
in
the
the
smart boys,
smartest.
that was a fluke. That was a fluke.
And then, well,
Lightning can't strike twice. That was a
that.
fluke. And next year, I'm going to put that in order.
Bragging rights for a
But
whole
the
year.
fairways, the fairs have literally been busy. Okay,
Yeah, it's
so
been busy.
man,
Yeah.
take us through.
So last week we had the Stanbic Entebbe Open. It was a very well attended event. So you had amateurs competing over and the professionals. The professionals tournament was won by David Kamulindwa. He's been knocking on the door, and he's an Entebbe kid. He works hard. He trains a lot. That's his home course. He's been supported by Innocent Shika, the former Uganda Golf Union president, and Dr. Tunemans Tumawine, who works with BOU. And I think they bought him clubs. They've facilitated all his tournament fees, wherever he's been competing. So it was just toward for Kamuntu to triumph in Entebbe. And actually, he acknowledged their support in his victory speech. The amateurs was won by who else? Joseph Shinyai, the best golfer in the country, national team captain. He had a bit of competition from John Musimenta, the second year electrical engineering student at Makerere University. But eventually, Chinyai's seniority and experience shone. So he prevailed. And of course, there were also the subsidiary categories where there were a host of people who walked away with NVIDIA trophies. But I was happy for both, especially Kamulindwa, because Kamulindwa, he's been making various cuts, but I always felt that he's the kind of talent he has. He should be winning trophies the way, let's say, Rugumayo and Marvin Chibriga lately have been doing. For some reason, it's been disappointing. But it started day one and day two where he shot a 64 and a 65. And after that, it was daylight between him and the rest of the chasing pack. Then on Saturday at Uganda Golf Club, we had the Henry Kamuntu Memorial. So Henry Kamuntu, like I told you, died, passed on in COVID 4 or 5 years ago. But it was happy to have his family present, Professor Kamuntu, and the wife, Robin, and the kids were all present together with his brothers to come and be part of a tournament in remembrance of their own. So it was a very good gesture. There's a bit of money which was raised by the Kwacha group together with Whole Out for the family. Kamuntu was a very popular person among we golfers. When you played with him, Mark, you think you'll have New Jack Swing. This is a guy who always, every time I played with him, I didn't need any music around me because whether I played a good shot or a bad shot, this is a guy who would be humming to songs by Lisa Lisa and Carl Jam, a New Edition and etc.
That was his era.
And the guy is playing golf, but he's dancing and he's singing, and he's singing very well.
So while others want to concentrate during that time.
Yeah, for him, and he was a good golfer actually. But so he was a bubbly guy who was very popular around circles. That's why the tournament was attended by very, very many golfers. But it also, because Kamuntu belonged to both Entebbe Golf Club and UGC, so we decided to have a competition within a competition. So we had the Katogo guys, which is a golfing group from Entebbe, competing with Uganda Golf Club, competing with Whole Out and Kwacha, and who are UGC groups.
Yes.
So after a very enthralling day of competition, both teams tied 14 points apiece. So it was some bit of Ryder Cup. I played for Whole Out, which is obviously UGC, and I partnered with Michael Mahanji, who was playing for Kwacha, and we're against Jackson, the union president, and Anna Beja, who is a former president of the Uganda Ladies Golf Union, but also playing for Katogo. And we halved that game on the 18. Had we won that game, would have been in Katogo. Whole Out and Kwacha would have been in Katogo. Of course, I made some very stupid double bogey on the final hole to cost my team.
So you didn't do a Shane Lowry?
I didn't do a Shane Lowry. But at the end of the day, I think it was very good at least to have the professor there because Henry was his son, and then the wife Robin, and his legacy lives, like I told you guys, hole number 6. When you're driving just next to Oasis Mall, when you look at golfers standing there, that's the tee box of hole 6. It's a par 3. Then just behind, that is a garden, that tree and the garden.
Yes.
They've been, there is a signage there in memory of Kamuntu because he was such a bubbly character around golf. He served Stambik, that was his first job, and he worked there until his death, and Stambik have been part of all the memorials since. And it's happy that, 4 or 5 years later, this guy is still remembered. Mark, typically, when people die, after every passing year, they become forgotten in memory.
Yes.
But Kamuntu's legacy lives on.
Oh, that was amazing. That was quite interesting.
Yeah, sure.
You guys must have had so much fun.
No, and listen,
So much fun.
you don't know about the fun, yes, because after that, Mark, so Entebbe guys, they know, they love, the Katogo guys love a party.
Oh,
They
yeah.
know how to party.
Entebbe guys know how to party. Yeah.
So these guys left the club at 4, 5 a.m.
Well done. Well
And
done,
listen,
guys.
The 19th trumped
and they
the
were
previous 18. One whole trumps all the
and
other.
they were so excited. They were playing and dancing to the music, which Henry Kamuntu would have loved to dance to. And
Yeah.
because of the draw, they said there's going to be a rematch on December 6th in Entebbe, because they think that, and they were very happy to come at our place and shared the spoils with us. Now they want to take us to Entebbe to beat us outright. So on
Yeah.
December 6th, there's going to be a return leg in Entebbe, and for the up-10th time, you're invited at the Pacific Golf Club in Entebbe to see Holot and
Wow.
Kwacha beating Katogo.
Okay.
Must have been a beautiful tribute. Well, thank you so much, Mark, for that.
Welcome.
That was all about it in the world of golf.